Hey nail besties, it's Bree Nailed It, and I'm back today with a new video for you guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's videos. I'm actually going to talk throughout this whole video today, so that should be fun, because y'all know I just be going off at the mouth. Like, y'all my friends. Look, okay, so when I talk to y'all, it's like when you ain't seen that friend in like a long time, and it's just like, oh, we gotta catch up on everything. So that's how I feel, when I come up on here and I be talking to y'all. But anyways, I just want to tell y'all, like, I see the new subscribers and I truly appreciate y'all, for supporting your girl and watching my videos, liking, leaving me comments. I really appreciate that so much. So shout out to all the new subscribers. Hello, welcome. You are a part of the Nail Bestie gang, period. You are a new bestie. So welcome. Definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button, like, and leave a comment down below. Also, turn on your post notifications. That way, you get notified every time I post a video, period. So, yeah, so we're going to just go ahead and jump into this conversation, this story time. I think I'm going to just title it as, like, a story time or whatever. But it's kind of going to be like told differently than like your average story time. And I'm sorry if y'all hear things happening in the background. My cats are like running all over the place. They're in crackhead mode right now. So yeah, and my girlfriend, she's moving around too. So apologize, but I had to get this done because I realized I haven't posted in 5 days, and I gotta stay on top of it, y'all. So yeah, so like I said, it's gonna be like a little story time or whatever, but it's probably just gonna be like different than your average story time. So today we just gonna talk about like my ghetto nail experience, like my ghetto nail school experience. And in the comments, y'all, if y'all been to nail school or plan on going to nail school, comment down below and let me know. And if you have been to nail school, please comment down below and let me know a little bit about your experience and how everything was for you. But yeah, so anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So pretty much I've been doing nails since, oh my god, these cats are ridiculous, but I've been doing nails since 2018. I think that's really when I started doing nails, because if you go back and look at my old videos, you'll see it's like around that time when I started like really like playing around with nails and everything like that. But I didn't end up going to school until 2021. So a little bit like during the pandemic, you know what I'm saying? So during that time, that's when I went to school. So I have been looking at different schools, and I had saw a couple different schools. 3 of the schools that I have found, I went to go tour them. So the first 2 that I toured, they were really nice. I really liked the first one that I toured. That one was really nice. The lady, she was so nice, the owner of the school, and it was a newer school. She had just opened her school. Her name was Miss Flores. And actually, before I go deep into the story, of course, guys, I'm in, Arizona or whatever. So, and at the time I was just looking at schools in like Mesa, Chandler, Phoenix type of area, somewhere in those areas or whatever. So, like I said, I went on a tour to the first one. I really liked the first one. I'm so sorry, guys. This is so ghetto. But I really liked the first one. But the only thing is, at the time, the lady didn't accept financial aid. So I wasn't able, to fork up the money for the school, because the school was like $6,000. So she like did the math and broke it down. So I would have to put like a $500 deposit down, and then I would have to make payments on it. And the payments at the time were like, I want to say they would have been like $400 like a month, and that's on top of like my car note and everything. So it's just like, yeah, no, I can't do that. I can't afford that. But I really want to go here, and I was actually willing to save, so I could go there, because that was a school that I wanted, because I felt the vibe. She was definitely into teaching like nail designs and nail art, and that's something that I'm like, that I personally really enjoy. So I thought that was cool or whatever. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna think about it, but I'm gonna still look around and see what I can find. So the second school that I toured, it was okay. The people were okay. And this school was in Phoenix. I ended up not going there because I ended up moving. So during that time, it just didn't make sense for me to drive all the way from East Mesa to dang near like Thunderbird, Buckeye, whatever, like super far deep into Phoenix. If you from there, you know what I'm talking about. It's the traveling here, it'd be ridiculous sometimes to get to certain places. But yeah, so that was a dub. So the last school that I toured, it was a cool school, and this school was in Chandler. It's called Turning Point Beauty College. So I went there. And when I went there, everybody, when I walked into the school, everybody was, sitting around, practicing on nails, doing things, because not only did that school do nails, they also did esthetician, and they also did cosmetology. So you would see people like, getting their hair done. You would see people getting pedicures. You would see people practicing on nails. If you walked towards or into the esthetician room, you would see people getting waxes or getting massages or facials. So it had a lot going on. And honestly, I went to cosmetology school right out of high school. So when I saw that, it kind of reminded me when I went to Regency Beauty Institute. And so I was like, okay, so this is like something that I'm used to, versus even though I went to go see the first place that I told you guys that I really liked, I was just like, that one is it's more modern because it's new and it's fresh, and she has a new and fresh way of teaching. But I'm like, with this, there's instructors. So I'm kind of used to that situation where there's instructors and like, there's just everything like kind of planned out. So I'm used to that structure, So I was like, okay, cool. So I got to talk, walking around. And actually, one of the head students, she actually is the one who gave me my initial tour around the school, because at the time, I believe one of the instructors or both of the instructors were helping one of the cosmetology students. I believe she was doing a perm, and the girl hair was like all the way down to like before her butt. So I'm pretty sure that's what was going on. And so she gave me a tour of everything, showed me around, and everything looked really good and everything like that. And I was like, okay. And then she told me, she was like, we do accept financial aid. So that right there, I was happy about, because I'm like, okay, cool. If they accept financial aid, at least, I can go ahead and I can, get started and start here at this school, because I'm ready to get my license. Because at this point, I've already been doing nails, or practicing nails for like the last, 2.5, 3 years. So I was like, okay, cool. So that was that. I did the tour, and then I got all the information I needed for the financial aid. And then I got all the information that I would need to bring to the school, like my high school diploma and everything like that. So yeah, so that was that. And I just want to give y'all a backstory and let y'all know on that or whatever. So yeah, so that was that. And so I got approved or whatever for financial aid. That happened. I got my start date. So I started in like July of 2021. And so my first day, it was me and my nail bestie Bree. Shout out to you, Bree. I love her. Such a sweet girl. We were the only two that started that day. So our first day, we just did like orientation, which was like filling out a whole bunch of paperwork. And then like we could either decide we could go home after we fill out the paperwork, or we could stay and just start collecting like extra hours or whatever the case may be. So we decided to stay. So since we decided to stay, the owner of the school. So the school that I went to, it was a Vietnamese owned school. So the owner, she was Vietnamese. And, as I go further into the story, just a disclaimer, I don't want to mimic anyone's culture or, talk about anyone's race or make anyone feel a certain type of way of their race. But I'm just letting you guys know because, it's just, different cultures and, around each other. So you experience different things and you see different things that you're not used to. So I just wanted to, make that small disclaimer. But yeah, so the owner of the school, like I said, she's a Vietnamese lady, and she was also, one of the instructors. And so on our first day, after we signed all that paperwork, she was like, so, we're going to have you guys sit on this side. And then, so they have two sides for the nail techs. So on one side is like where you start, and then on the other side, that's where you like go once you become a senior in the school or whatever, once you get to that senior point. So we were sitting on the first side. So that first day, she sat us down, she pulled over all this polish on this cart, and she said, so the first 2 weeks you're just gonna be polishing nails.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Yeah, me and Bree looked at each other like, not for 2 weeks, we just finna be polishing nails. But she like broke it down to us like how we should be polishing and everything like that, which I get. But I was just like, not us polishing. Like, I know how to polish. But I will say, even though we did that, I will say that, I really got really good at polishing. But still, it was like 2 weeks, of just polishing. So yeah, that was that. So pretty much like as days go on, of course, we're like still polishing. But at this point, like me and Bree, like, we're ready to do our nails. You know what I'm saying? So we bring our stuff, because we get our kit and everything, and then we bring our stuff, that we have from home or whatever, and me and her, like, we do each other's nails or whatever. So, and fun fact is, me and Bree literally we only did each other's nails through nail school. Like, we never really did nobody else's nails in nail school. Like, we only did each other's nails. But yeah, so that's just like the basis of like how it started and how I got started at the school or whatever. So now we're gonna get into like some of the crazy stuff at the school. So I can't really give you like day-to-day like timelines, but I'm just gonna tell you like pretty much like my experience and everything like that. Like, as we like those first 2 weeks, it felt like, everything had structure. But then we started to realize like the school did not have structure. Like both our instructors, they were not nail techs. They were cosmetologists, but they only really did hair. They really didn't know enough about nails. So we're in nail school, and our nail instructors are cosmetologists that focus on hair. And we're doing nails. So it was just like, that didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, there was only so much that the instructors could do to help us. So pretty much like my whole nail school experience, all we did was just like sit there, we practiced, we talked, lollygagged. They didn't really do like, how like in the books, like you go over the chapters and stuff like that. They didn't really go over chapters with us. We could just take our tests whenever we wanted. You know what I'm saying? It was like open book tests. Like, girl, like it was crazy. It was like, if I didn't like study my book for real or read certain chapters for real, like I really wouldn't know anything, because it's crazy. Like, they really didn't teach us nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, our nail school experience literally consisted of us just practicing, which that is very good, but it's like, it sucks for the girls who didn't know nails versus the girls who already had been doing nails. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, for us, like, yeah, we could practice so we could get better. But for them, what if they don't know where to start when they're practicing? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only certain things that they can do. You know what I'm saying? And it's like everybody's at school watching YouTube, and it's just like we paid $7,000 for education, but I'm still watching YouTube to know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And it just was like little things like that. The school was very dirty. It was very, very dirty. You know, I understand that, you know, people from other countries live a certain type of way, but no disrespect, but this is America, and it's just like you should clean after yourself. Like the bathroom had like pee on the wall, poop on the wall, boogers on the wall. Like that stuff was like gross. You know what I'm saying? Then we're supposed to have people come in, as you know, our clients come in, and it's like, who wants to be around those conditions? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, even in the kitchen, like the kitchen was dirty. It was roaches in there. It always stunk in there. People would just leave their food in there. And then like the Vietnamese students, I don't know why they did this, but the Vietnamese students, because like I said, it was a Vietnamese school, so they also have Vietnamese students. Because the owner, she was the only instructor for the Vietnamese students. So she would come in and help the American students from time to time, but she would mostly be with the Vietnamese students. But but yeah, like I don't know why they would do this in the kitchen, but they would literally like spit in the sink. And it's just like, that's unsanitary. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta wash my hands in the sink. Or what if I'm washing out like my dishes in the sink, and then you just gonna spit in the sink? Like, it's just like gross stuff. And then it was always like a division. Like, I understand some of the Vietnamese students didn't really speak 100% English, but you know, the American students, we would definitely try to be like, you know, cool with them. But it was a lot of favoritism going on, honestly, when it came to the Vietnamese students. Like, and I'm not even going to say I get it, because I don't get it, because it should be, you know, it should be equal. You know what I'm saying? I understand that these are your people, but still give everybody the same type of education. Because the Vietnamese students, they actually got classes. Like, they actually got classes to where they could, you know, go over chapters and get like tips on how to do certain things, on how to do dip and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like, it made us feel, I know personally it made me feel some type of way. I can't speak for everybody else, but it made me feel some type of way, because it's like, man, like I paid to be here. You know what I'm saying? I paid to be here to get an education, because I want to become better, and I also want to become licensed and make sure that I'm doing, you know, the proper things that I should be doing, you know, while dealing with people and doing nails. And it's just like that experience I didn't get. It kind of got like stolen from me. And then not only that, y'all, so let's talk about my financial aid. So you know how you do financial aid, and there's, you know, they usually tell you like, you know, if you're gonna get a refund and when you get a refund. So this is how the situation happened with the refund. So pretty much you do your financial aid, and then your financial aid will get sent to the school. So then the owner will write you a check once your financial aid came. Because she'll, of course, just take it out the money that came to the school. Well, I was at school for 5 months before I even got my financial aid refund. And I was really waiting on my financial aid refund because I wanted to get new nail products. I wanted to invest in a new phone because I wanted better, you know, picture quality for my nails. Because at the time I had an Android. So I was like, you know, I want better quality for me and for my clients. So I literally had to beg her every day to give me my check, y'all. And then when she gave me my check, she was talking so fast, and she took out like an extra $100. Now, I don't know if she was supposed to do that or whatever the case may be, but to me, I felt like I kind of got scammed a little bit, because how she was talking and how she like said it, and like how she did it in a computer real fast. To me, it didn't make sense, but I was just like, at the point, like, I really need my money, so could you give me my money, please? So that was that. It was just, that school was just, it was a lot with that school. Like, I'm trying to like remember everything that happened, but it was crazy. Like it was a lot of stuff that happened. The owner's husband, he was like rude and disrespectful, and he kind of gave off like creep vibes. Like I really did not like that man, and he knew it for sure. And I would tell him every chance I got, because at the time my girlfriend had a cleaning company, so I got a contract with them to start cleaning for them and everything. But them people wasn't trying to pay, and they were so cheap. They didn't want to get new cleaning supplies. Like, it was just a whole bunch of stuff. And then they wanted to complain about certain stuff, but it's just like, everybody says how clean the bathrooms and the kitchen is, but y'all want to complain about, like, it was crazy. Like, I'm so glad that I got my license, but I really wish that I would have had a different situation. I really wish that there would have been structure. I really wish, that I could have got the full 7,000. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, even though I got financial aid, I still have to pay that back. So at the end of the day, I'm still spending $7,000 to go to school and get an education and fully understand nails. Thankfully, you know what I'm saying, I had, some cool people around me. We kept each other grounded. But for the most part, like, we really didn't learn anything in school. That was just a place for us to get hours, really, and just practice. That's really all that was. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy. And all the owner cared about was doing a massage so you could get a tip. Like, she always said that, honey, you do the massage, you get the tip. And it's just like, if that's all you care about, then you doing this for the wrong reason, because I don't care about the tip. I care about the clients and them being satisfied and everything like that. And it's like, I get it, y'all want to be fast, because she's always like, you got to get faster. You got to get faster. You don't want to be a broke nail tech on welfare. And to me, I thought that was like a little bit like, are you saying that to me because I'm black? You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, it is what it is. Like, why would you say welfare? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was the point of you saying that? Why just not say, like, you want to be faster so you can make more money with your time, because time is money? Why wouldn't it just be easy to say that? So it's just like little things. Like, I just remember, I appreciate that I was able to be there and to get my hours, but I really just wanted to get my hours. And thankfully, because I actually read the book, read my chapters, did what I was supposed to do, practice with people who've already, passed their exam, and have them help me, with certain things to like do and look up and everything like that. So that was my experience. Definitely not the best, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, it could have been worse. We could have had no kit. But that was another thing too. It took us like 2 weeks to get our kit. And I wanted the what was it? The D&D. I think it was the D&D, excuse me, I'm sorry. I think it was the D&D like e-file. I wanted the D&D e-file, but I got some like Laraco e-file. And don't get me wrong, like, I'm grateful, but it's just like I said, I paid $7,000. Like, I should be getting like quality stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, I love my e-file because I've had my e-file for so long. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you want something nicer. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're paying so much and I'm only here for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, because in the state of Arizona, you only need 600 hours, to be a nail tech. So, it was really like a 6-month program, and I was going full time. So it was just a lot, y'all. But yeah, my time in nail school was a doozy for sure. Like I said, be sure when y'all looking up these schools that y'all 100% do y'all research, and make sure, talk to some students there, because, even though I talked to that head student, you know what I'm saying, but she was getting ready to graduate soon, so she was probably trying to get out of there. And of course, she's not going to bash the school because she go there. So I say definitely research these schools before y'all go, because you don't want to be somewhere and you're not getting, fulfilled in what you should be doing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just not fair. You think you're going to get an education and you don't, So that was just my little, like, ghetto nail school story, y'all. I really hope y'all enjoyed, like, my little story or my little rant or whatever. And let me know, like, what was y'all experience? You know what I'm saying? Granted, I did meet some great people. You know what I'm saying? But I also met some very, like, rude people. Like, the beauty world is just so nasty sometimes, and the people in it are even nastier. So it's just like it's gonna be drama, and it's all women. You know what I'm saying? That's why me and Bree, Bree and Nisha, we always hung out with Josh, because we needed that testosterone energy, because it was just too much drama, too many females, people, in competition with each other, things like that, and it's just so unnecessary, so it wasn't needed. But yeah, y'all, let me know y'all experiences down below. I hope y'all enjoyed this video so much. I do apologize for these last couple clips. I was talking to my homegirl, Michelle. She was braiding her client's hair, and we was just talking about everything. So I do apologize, because these clips gonna be a little bit jumpy, but I tried to show y'all exactly all I could show y'all. But I did do the French outline, and then I added the little kitty charm, and then I put like some bling around it and some flowers around it, and then I'll show y'all at the end what it looked like. It's gonna be real cute or whatever. But yeah, y'all, I love y'all. I really hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said, comment down below your experience if you have been in nail school, or if you're going to nail school, let me know. Yeah, I love you guys so much. I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.
I've been all in my phone, I got options, and I don't wanna tell you to drop it, but I don't wanna play your fair. Yeah, something that makes me look at you too often. Oh, baby, you can give it something. Baby, I can run all the time. Baby, I'm talking crazy. I need you running my space, but I need it, baby. I'm late, but I still can check in with you. I know that I need my friends, but I wouldn't wanna leave. You know, I wouldn't wanna bleed. Even my heart, my mind, and my body. My mind, and my body. My body says my mind, and my heart. My body says I don't know what it is. I can't tell you what it is, but you got me going crazy. Just you is so amazing. How long can you go, baby? Better last till my body's so crazy. Baby, I'm talking crazy.